What is up, everybody? It is Wick here, and I've got some items I've sold on eBay. eBay's been really slow for me, so they're nothing too exciting. I think it's something to do with their system just screwing me over. Like I'll put a new item on eBay, and I get no views. I get like one view. That's all it's showing, and that's just extremely weird. But a couple days ago, I started selling some old stuff that's been sitting for a few months, maybe close to a year. I'm like, why am I selling all of this all of a sudden? And I think it's just something to do with their algorithms off. And somebody mentioned in the comments you could call them and have your store refreshed. Maybe that's something I'll do. Maybe it's just something's glitched. Who knows? It just seems very strange. But yeah, some stuff has been selling now, so I'll show you a few things here. This Craig portable CD player, I picked up a few of these in Goodwill, and I ended up getting $31.94, paid $7.49 at Goodwill, and made $15.09 in the end after all shipping and fees and cost. So not great profit or anything, but yeah, I'd pick these up all day at that price because you're more than doubling your money, and it's actually you're tripling your money, pretty much almost there. So pretty good sale nonetheless. I am not even sure what these are. There's some sort of adhesive, permanent refill. These came out of, if you watch my Salvation Army pallet video where I got a pallet at Salvation Army of untouched goods for $50, and I dug through it and made a video on that, so if you haven't seen it, you can go check that out. It is long though, because there was a lot of stuff. But I found these, looked them up on eBay, and like, well, these will sell. It's a total of 12 of these, and I sold them for $32.99, and after shipping and everything, I made $22.90. So that's almost half of what I paid for that whole pallet just on this one item. And I've definitely made pretty good money so far on that pallet. A lot of the stuff that was in that pallet were household stuff that's hard to move on eBay, but if I have a garage sale this spring, I think I'll make a few hundred just on the random stuff, but not sure what it is, but I sell it anyway. $22.90 profit. I picked this up in a Goodwill fairly recently for $4.99. It is a LaserJet 131A. It's a lower end one, but I still sold it for $49.99 and $28.87 profit after all shipping. I did do free shipping on this. I usually do. They fit in one of the priority mail shoe boxes. If they go to like California, I end up paying a bit more, but that's still okay when I'm making great profit. It's just to compete with everyone else that's selling these for $49.99 free shipping. I just kind of roll the dice and hope that you know, someone close to me buys it. And you could do calculated shipping. If it was something that was, you know, more, it meant more to do calculated shipping, I would have. Some ink I have done calculated shipping because I wanted to make sure I got the most money. Since this was a lower end one, I did the free shipping. Even at having to pay max shipping that I would have to pay with this shipping somewhere, I knew I'd make great profit, so I was okay with that. So here is some Lowe's clearance. You can see this box is pretty mangled. I got these a while ago, and this was an FBA return. It's just been sitting in a tote. I seen it. I'm like, well, I'm going to list this because it still has some value. I paid $13.76 after tax for these, and I sold most of them on Amazon. Like I said, this one was, I actually got a couple returns. I have another one somewhere, probably in a tote somewhere that I'm going to have to find and try to sell too. I think it might have been missing a piece when it was returned. Anyway, this one was complete, and I sold it for $37.84, so ended up profiting $11.25. Not quite doubling my money, not quite as much as I got on Amazon selling it, because I believe I sold it in the 40s. But it just goes to show you, I always get my Amazon returns back. It costs about 50 cents to have them shipped back to you. I get a free box, I get void fill, and I get the item back. If the item's unsellable anywhere, then it's fine. I paid 50 cents, I got a box and some void fill. But in this case, you see I got it back, and I was able to make $11.25 plus get my $13.76 back. You can have Amazon destroy your stuff, and it's cheaper, but I just pay the 50 cents and get it back, and this one item is going to cover hundreds of items I get back in returns. So yeah, just another, eBay is a great way to deal with stuff like that. I believe these were in my last vlog, where I found all that awesome stuff at Lowe's and Meijer and places. I wanted to move these quick because they had an expiration date. I only had like three weeks or so to move them, and so I priced them $2 or $3 lower than everybody else, and they ended up selling within a 24-hour period. I bought 7 of them. I paid $5.67 after tax, and sold them for $19.49. My profit was only $7.79. You know, like I've said many times, I always try to get at least $10 profit on items I sell on eBay. But with something like this, where you buy 7 of them and you only have to make 1 listing and then they all sell, that makes an exception. It only took me about 5 minutes to list this and 24 hours for them to all sell. And in the end, I made $54.53. It was just quick in and out, and I need to probably treat more of my items that way, price more competitively, because I'm running out of space and there's no reason for this stuff just to be sitting there when I can just move it, collect some profit, maybe not max profit, and just move on to the next items. Can we get through an eBay video of mine without seeing a remote or an inkjet cartridge? I don't know, but this is a Magnavox Blu-ray disc player remote. Recently I picked up for $40, I think it was, a Magnavox DVD recorder at a St. Francis. This is the remote that ended up being taped to it. It didn't go with the recorder. I was pretty upset because, you know, I thought this was just a DVD remote because there was the label covering the Blu-ray disc. Once I seen it was Blu-ray and looked it up, I was pleasantly surprised because I sold this remote for $20. Really quick I sold it, and ended up making $14.27 profit on it. So that's a big chunk out of that Magnavox I bought, because I ended up having to buy a remote for that. The remote cost me about $10. So yeah, I ended up getting a remote for that system with the money from this, and still had an extra like $4. But yeah, the point is, remotes, even the newer ones like these Blu-ray remotes, can sell for $20 or more, so make sure you're keeping an eye out for them. Here is some Lowe's products, retail arbitrage. I got these for $6. I got a lot of them, 15 or 20 of them in the end, and I'm going to try to sell some on Amazon, but I went ahead and put some on eBay just to see how they're moving. And it seems to be moving pretty well. I did get one person that bought 3 of them, and another guy bought 1. So I may add some more to eBay, and I'm definitely going to send some to Amazon. I could not believe, you know, I got these for $6. I sold these for $29.99 a piece. Like I said, I had one person buy 3 of them, which saved on shipping. Was the one I shipped before was in a priority bubble mailer for $7.33. So when you ship 3, I think I shipped 3 for $8. So I ended up making a bit more than I would have. So between the 4 I sold at $62.07, I think I'm going to make $200 or $300 on these once I sell them all, especially if I can get the buy box on Amazon. It just never ceases to amaze me how much clearance you can find out, how many good deals you can just find out there and make money. It's just an insanely good markdown on a very popular, good reviewed product. From Lowe's clearance into Walmart clearance. I don't remember a lot about this item. I bought maybe 3 of them, I'm thinking, a while ago at Walmart, and I remember I think I sold a couple on Amazon over Christmas. Not 100% sure on that. I probably should have done the research on that before making this video so I could tell you, but I did not do that. This one, however, did finally sell, and this is one of those items I was talking about. It's just been sitting there forever and not getting views, and all of a sudden it sells. But I sold it for $37.99, paid $12 for it on clearance at Walmart, and $13.46 profit. So a little bit more than doubled my money. And I know a lot of people who's probably not into reselling and don't understand the numbers as well. look at these like $10 profits and $7 profits, and they kind of just are like, oh, why would I want to take my time to do that? Well, that stuff adds up, and you can't always find home runs. This thing took less than 5 minutes to list. I just scanned the UPC on eBay, found a similar listing, took my own pictures, and then just went through and typed in new sealed and listed it. And yeah, it did take a while to sell, but when you got a lot of items and you're constantly buying stuff and you're constantly spending money and money's coming out, it all just works. It all just works, and you can make a great monthly income doing it if you stick to it. But yeah, so $13.46, I will take that all day. Plus, I'm getting my $12 back I had sitting in there. It's just going right to the bank account. So really, in my bank, it's over $25 going back in there, which I can then buy something else and flip. Here is something I don't know if I would buy again. Actually, I would buy again if they were in good condition like this. These didn't sit too long. It was only like a month and a half, and I paid up for them. They were at Goodwill. Children's books at my Goodwill are 79 cents a piece, and there were 25 books here, and $21.23 is what I ended up spending in the end. I sold these for $58.46, and after shipping and everything, I made $20.92, so just under doubling my money, but it's a $20 bill. They take up a lot of space, and to spend 21 to make 20, I knew they would sell eventually. It's just having that $20 tied up can be annoying. But I'm happy to say that, you know, in the end it works out, and I would probably spend 20 to make 20 again on these if the condition is as good as these. I picked these up because of the value tale books that I watched for. I seen these children's books, the whole set there at Goodwill, and I'm like, ooh, could this be as good as Value Tales? No, it's not as good as Value Tales, considering I made nearly $700 on those in the end that I got at a garage sale. But yeah, keep an eye out for some book sets like this, because a lot of them do sell well. And since we had some Lowe's retail arbitrage and Walmart retail arbitrage, I think we'll do some Home Depot retail arbitrage. I picked these up as well. The same day I picked up the ovulation kits, and I just wanted to move them, so I priced them lower than everybody else. And I got 6 of them, I think. One had a cracked lid. Once I got it home, I'm just going to save that one for myself, and maybe I can use it on something. But the other 5 I sold for $22.99. I did have somebody buy a couple of them, which saved me on shipping. Since I had to ship these in a padded envelope, it was costing $7.33 for each one I shipped. But when the guy bought 2, it cost me, you know, the same amount. So between the 5, I made $49.57. And again, this is just one of those listings that take 5 minutes to list. So between those ovulations and rescue gel, maybe it took 10 minutes to list them, and I made about $100. So if you're buying the right products and you're spending your time listing correctly, you can really make a lot of money with very little effort. Now, if this would have been a electronic that was dirty, I had to clean it, I had to test it, make sure it worked, and then I had to list it and take all the pictures, and then I may have like 30 minutes to an hour in it. And if my profit was only like $7 or $8 for the unit, then that would not be worth it, in my opinion. My time is much better spent going out and sourcing better products than to list stuff like that, in my opinion. But that's going to do it for the items I have today. I hope you learned something. I hope you were at least entertained. I know I love to watch these types of videos. Other resellers do. Always, you know, gets my mind moving and just trains my mind more to be a better reseller. Please hit that like button for me. Please subscribe. Ring the bell. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Till next time.